Do you actually know if your cat sees you as their parent? Most cat owners think they do, but the real signs are surprisingly easy to miss. They are not just about following you around, sleeping near you, or asking for food. Cats reveal this special bond in much deeper ways than most people realize. And if you do not know what to look for, you will completely miss the moments that prove how your cat truly sees you. Let's start with the sign most people completely overlook without even knowing it. Number 1. They knead on you before falling asleep. Ever wonder why your cat pushes their paws into you over and over again right before they drift off to sleep? Most people call it making biscuits and leave it at that simple explanation. But what your cat is actually doing in that moment is far more emotional than you think it is. When kittens are born, they knead against their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. It is one of the very first things a cat ever learns to do in life. It is pure survival instinct tied directly to comfort, warmth, and safety. And here is where it gets really interesting to understand. Cats outgrow nursing as they mature, but they never outgrow kneading behavior. When your adult cat climbs onto your lap, pushes their paws into you, and slowly starts to close their eyes, they are replaying a behavior that was only ever meant for their mother. That is not just simple affection you're seeing. That is a neurological loop that tells their body, I am safe here, I am home, and this person is my safe place. A study published in Behavioral Processes found that cats retain certain infantile behaviors exclusively in the presence of their primary caregiver. Kneading is one of the clearest examples of this. Sure, some cats will knead on a soft blanket or a warm lap they just met, but the full ritual, the slow pause, the heavy eyes, the deep purring right before they fall asleep on you, that specific combination is reserved for the person they feel safest with in the world. That is not random comfort they're seeking. That is your cat telling you that you are their safe place. And if this one sign surprised you already, wait until we get to the last sign at the end of this discussion. Because there is one thing your cat does with their eyes that most owners see every single day and have absolutely no idea what it actually means. Number 2. They talk to you but not other cats. Have you ever noticed that your cat meows at you constantly but almost never makes that sound around other cats? Most people assume meowing is just what cats do naturally. But the truth is that meowing is almost entirely a human thing that cats developed. Adult cats in the wild rarely meow at each other at all. They hiss, they growl, they chirp, they use body language to communicate. Meowing is something kittens do to get their mother's attention. It is a baby call, a come here, I need you signal designed for one relationship and one relationship only. And as cats mature into adults, they usually drop meowing behavior completely unless they live with you. Researchers at Cornell University found that domestic cats develop a unique vocal range tailored specifically to their owner. That means your cat is not just meowing randomly. They are speaking a personalized language they literally invented just for you. They learned which pitch makes you look over at them. They learned which tone gets them fed quickly. They learned which little sound makes you talk back to them. None of that is accidental behavior. That is a communication system built on the same foundation as a kitten calling for its mother. Think about it for a moment. Other people might get a meow here and there from your cat, but the full range of sounds, the specific tones, the back and forth conversations that happen at 2 in the morning for no reason, that is something your cat built over time with you and only you. And every time they use it, they are reinforcing a bond that started the moment they decided you were the one worth talking to. And hey, if this information is making you see your cat a little differently right now, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Let's get this information to more cat owners who have no idea their cat chose them a long time ago. Number 3. Your cat greets you like you were gone for days. Ever walk through the door after being gone for just 20 minutes and your cat sprints toward you like you just came back from war? The tail shoots straight up in the air. The chirping sounds start immediately. Maybe they even rub their entire body against your legs before you can even put your keys down on the table. Most people laugh it off as cute behavior. But what is actually happening in that moment is one of the strongest signs your cat sees you as their parent figure. Kittens greet their mother with the exact same ritual behavior. The tail goes vertical, which in feline body language is the clearest signal of trust and excitement a cat can possibly give. The chirps and trills are sounds kittens specifically use to communicate with their mother, not with other adult cats. And the full body rub is not just simple affection. Your cat has scent glands located along their cheeks, flanks, and the base of their tail. When they weave through your legs like that, they are reapplying their scent to you. They are saying, "You are mine, and I need everyone to know it." A study published in PLOS One found that cats show significantly more affiliative behaviors toward their primary caregiver after even short separations. That means your cat is not being dramatic or silly. Their nervous system genuinely registers your absence. And when you return, their body responds the exact way a kitten's body responds when its mother comes back to the nest. You are not just someone who walked through the door. You are the person their whole system was waiting for. Number 4. Your cat follows you everywhere. Why does your cat insist on being in whatever room you are in, even when there is absolutely nothing interesting happening there? You go to the kitchen, they are right behind you. You walk to the bedroom, they somehow beat you there. You close the bathroom door and suddenly there is a paw sliding underneath it like a tiny, furry hostage negotiator. Most owners assume their cat is just curious or hoping for food. But the real reason runs much deeper than that simple explanation. In the wild, kittens follow their mother everywhere she goes, not because they want to, but because they have to for survival. A kitten that wanders off alone is a kitten that does not survive. That instinct to stay close to the one who keeps you safe is hardwired from birth. And for a domestic cat who sees you as their parent, that wiring never shuts off. What makes this behavior even more telling is that cats are naturally independent animals. They do not follow just anyone around. If your cat trails you from room to room throughout the day, they are not being clingy or needy. They are running the same survival software that kept them alive as kittens. Their brain is telling them, stay near the one who protects you. And that person is you. It is not dependence or weakness. It is the deepest form of trust a cat can show while they are awake. They have decided that wherever you go is the safest place in the entire house. Not the warm spot by the window, not the cozy corner of the couch. You are their safe place. Number 5. Your cat sleeps right next to you. Have you ever wondered why your cat has an entire house full of comfortable spots, but still chooses to sleep pressed up against you? They have beds, blankets, windowsills, that one box they are obsessed with, and yet when it is time to actually fall asleep, they come find you. This one behavior is bigger than most people realize. Sleep is the single most vulnerable state a cat can be in. In the wild, a sleeping cat is a defenseless cat. Every instinct they have tells them to find the most hidden, most protected spot possible before they close their eyes. So when your cat chooses to sleep right next to you, they are making a decision that goes against millions of years of survival programming. They are saying, I trust you more than I trust my own instincts. Kittens sleep piled on top of their mother and siblings because that is where they are safest. The warmth, the heartbeat, the scent, all of it signals protection to them. A 2019 study led by Christine Vitale at Oregon State University found that around 65% of cats display secure attachment behaviors toward their primary caregiver, mirroring the same pattern seen between kittens and their mothers. That means when your cat curls up against your leg at 3 in the morning or wedges themselves between your arm and your chest, they are not just getting comfortable. Their nervous system is telling them, this is where I am safest in the entire world. You are not just a warm body to them. You are their nest. You are their safe place. You are home. Number 6. They stare at you and slowly close their eyes. Remember at the beginning of this video when I said there is one thing your cat does with their eyes that most owners see every single day and have no idea what it actually means? This is it. This is that special sign. You are sitting on the couch, maybe reading a book, maybe watching something on television, and you glance over at your cat and they are just staring at you. Then slowly, deliberately, they close their eyes and open them again. Most people barely notice it happening. Some think their cat is just sleepy. But what just happened in that moment is one of the most meaningful things a cat can possibly do. In the feline world, direct eye contact with closed or narrowed eyes is the ultimate sign of trust. A cat that stares at you and slowly blinks is telling you, "I feel so safe with you that I am willing to shut off my vision in your presence." For an animal whose entire survival depends on being alert, that is not a small thing. That is everything. A study published in Scientific Reports found that cats are significantly more likely to slow blink at their owners than at strangers, and that when owners slow blink back, cats respond with even more affiliative behavior. That means this is not a one-way signal. It is a conversation. Your cat says, "I trust you," and when you blink back slowly, you are saying, "I trust you too." Most owners have been having this exchange for years without ever knowing what it meant. Understanding the deeper parent-child bond. So what have we learned about how cats see their owners? We have discovered that cats do not just see us as food providers or servants. They see us through the lens of their earliest relationship, the bond with their mother. Every behavior we discussed, kneading, meowing, greeting rituals, following behavior, sleeping close, and slow blinking, these are all behaviors that originate in kittenhood. They are behaviors designed for one specific relationship, the relationship between a kitten and their mother. When your adult cat performs these behaviors with you, they are not just being affectionate, they are treating you exactly like their parent. Their brain has placed you in that role, and everything they do reflects that deep bond. This is why understanding these signs matters so much. When you recognize what your cat is telling you through these behaviors, you can respond in ways that strengthen the bond even more. How to strengthen the parent-child bond. Now that you understand how your cat sees you, let's talk about how to strengthen this parent-child bond even further. First, respond to their communication. When your cat meows at you, acknowledge them. Talk back. They develop that language specifically for you. Show them it works by responding consistently. Second, return the slow blink. When your cat gives you that slow blink of trust, blink slowly back at them. This simple action reinforces the bond and tells your cat you understand their language. Third, allow the kneading. Yes, it can be uncomfortable when their claws dig in, but try to tolerate it. This is your cat's way of saying they feel safe with you. Gently trimming their claws can make kneading more comfortable for you without stopping the behavior. Fourth, greet them when you come home. Your cat gets excited when you return. Match that energy. Say hello, pet them, acknowledge their greeting ritual. This validates their attachment to you. Fifth, create safe sleeping spaces near you. If your cat wants to sleep close to you, make it comfortable for both of you. A cat bed on the nightstand or a blanket at the foot of the bed gives them access to you while sleeping. Sixth, be patient with the following behavior. Yes, having a cat shadow can be annoying sometimes. But remember what it means. They are staying close because you make them feel safe. That is a compliment, not a burden. What if your cat doesn't show these signs? Not every cat displays all of these behaviors. Some cats are naturally more independent. Some were not socialized with humans during the critical early weeks. Some have had traumatic experiences that make attachment difficult. If your cat does not show these signs, it does not necessarily mean they do not love you or trust you. They might show affection in different ways. Some cats show love through hunting gifts, some through gentle head bumps, some through simply being in the same room without needing physical contact. The key is learning your individual cat's language. Every cat is different. Some cats are naturally more demonstrative. Others are more reserved. Both types can be deeply bonded to their owners. The bond just looks different. What matters most is not checking boxes on a list of behaviors. What matters is paying attention to your specific cat and understanding what they are telling you through their unique actions. Common misconceptions about cat attachment. Many people believe cats are not capable of the same attachment as dogs. This is completely false. Cats absolutely form deep attachments. They just express it differently than dogs do. Dogs were bred for thousands of years to be obedient and demonstrative with humans. Cats were not. Cats domesticated themselves by choosing to live near humans. They maintained much more of their independent nature. But independence does not mean lack of attachment. A cat can be independent and deeply bonded at the same time. In fact, secure attachment actually allows for healthy independence. Another misconception is that cats only care about food. Yes, cats associate their owners with food. But the behaviors we discussed go far beyond food motivation. Kneading, slow blinking, and sleeping close have nothing to do with food. These are pure attachment behaviors. The final misconception is that cats are manipulative. When your cat meows for food or attention, some people say the cat is manipulating you. But that is just communication. A baby crying for milk is not manipulating their mother. They are communicating a need. Your cat is doing the same thing. The science behind cat attachment. Research in recent years has proven what cat owners have known all along. Cats form genuine attachments to their caregivers. The Oregon State University study we mentioned earlier was groundbreaking. Researchers used the same attachment test used for human infants and dogs. They found that cats show secure attachment patterns at similar rates to dogs and human children. This means when your cat sees you as their parent, it is not anthropomorphizing. It is not projecting human emotions onto an animal. It is recognizing a real biological bond that exists. Other research has shown that cats experience stress when separated from their primary caregiver. Their cortisol levels rise. They show behavioral signs of anxiety. And when reunited, they show relief behaviors like increased purring and physical contact. All of this confirms that the parent-child bond between cats and their owners is real, measurable, and significant. Why this understanding matters. Understanding that your cat sees you as a parent changes everything about how you interact with them. It explains behaviors that might have seemed random or confusing. It helps you respond in ways that strengthen trust rather than damage it. When your cat needs on you at 3 in the morning, you will not push them away annoyed. You will recognize it as your cat seeking comfort from their parent. When your cat follows you to the bathroom, you will not find it weird. You will understand they are staying close to their safe person. When your cat slow blinks at you from across the room, you will not ignore it. You will blink back, continuing a conversation of trust. This understanding also helps you provide better care. When you recognize that your cat depends on you the way a kitten depends on their mother, you take that responsibility more seriously. You become more attentive to their needs, both physical and emotional. The gift of being chosen. Perhaps the most beautiful part of understanding these signs is recognizing that your cat chose you. They did not have to develop this parent-child bond. Cats are perfectly capable of living alongside humans without deep attachment. But your cat looked at you and decided you were worth trusting completely. They assigned you the role of parent in their life. They extended to you the same trust they would give their mother. That is not a small thing. That is a profound gift. It means that despite being a different species, despite speaking different languages, despite all the ways you are different, your cat found in you something that makes them feel safe, loved, and home. Every time they need on you, every time they meow just for you, every time they greet you at the door, every time they follow you around, every time they sleep against you, every time they slow blink at you, they are reaffirming that choice. They are saying, "You are my person. You are my parent. You are my home." Final thoughts. The next time your cat needs on your lap, meows at you, greets you excitedly, follows you around, sleeps next to you, or gives you a slow blink, pause for a moment. Recognize what you are witnessing. This is not just pet behavior. This is your cat telling you that you are their parent. Respond with the love and patience that role deserves. Cherish these moments. Not every cat owner receives this gift. Not every cat forms this deep attachment. But your cat has chosen you for this role. You are not just a cat owner. You are a cat parent. And your cat has been telling you that all along. Now you finally understand what they have been saying. Treasure this bond. Protect it. Nurture it. Because in the complex emotional world of cats, Seeing you as their parent is the highest form of trust and love they can give. Your cat sees you as their safe place, their protector, their home. That is not just behavior. That is devotion. That is family. That is love. Sweet moments to you and your beloved cat.